Hey everyone, thank you for checking out A1 Math. And today we're looking at literal equations. Um, with these equations, what we want to do is we have it in a certain way and we want to solve for a different variable. So you do the same inverse operations you normally do in an equation, but uh, they don't always calculate all the way through because they're not all numbers. Um, so let's take a look at our first example here. Here it says solve the formula C equals 2 pi r for r. So we're solving for r. So we want to isolate the r by itself and move everything else to the opposite side of the equal sign. Well, here we have 2 and pi, and both of those are multiplied times r. Well, the opposite of multiplication is division. So I want to divide the 2 pi on both sides. What happens next is the two pi's will cancel each other out on one side, leaving you with C divided by 2 pi's equal to R. Now we've solved for R. We have R by itself. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Now here we want to solve for C. Solve for C. And we've got W is equal to 1/3 times A plus B and also times C. So the first thing we want to do is try to get rid of this fraction. Okay? And remember, we're trying to isolate C by itself. So to get rid of this fraction, what I want to do is multiply by 3 on both sides. So I have 3 times W is equal to 3 times 1/3 A plus BC. And remember, this 3 is the same as 3 over 1. So when those two multiply there, that's going to get you 1. That's the whole purpose why we're multiplying by 3. So that 3 is what we're multiplying by, and we'll end up with 3W is equal to A plus B times C. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is, again, trying to isolate the C by itself. So we're going to divide the A plus B on both sides. Once we do that, the A plus B um, on one side cancels out, and that will leave us with 3W divided by A plus B, and you can put parentheses on this if you want, is equal to C. All right. So that's a literal equation here. Let me show you a different example, one you may be more familiar with. Here we have it says write the equation y equals -1/4 x plus 3 in standard form. It's in y equal mx plus b form right now, slope intercept. But we're going to change it to standard form. Standard forms looks like this: ax plus by equals c. Okay, so we want to make it look like that. But we've got this y on this side already. We need to move whatever that's multiplied by the x over here too. So we want to shift that over here to that side. So to do that, what we want to do is add 1/4 x on both sides plus 1/4 x on both sides. Once we do that, the -1/4 x will cancel out on this side, leaving me with 1/4 x plus y is equal to 3. But we want to avoid the fractions if we can help it here in standard form. So what we want to do is multiply by 4 all the way across. And once we do that, it'll look more like standard form here. So I will go ahead and multiply by 4. And 4 times 1/4 would be 1. So that'd be 1x. 4 times y would be 4y. And 4 times 3 would be 12. Now it looks more like this. Ax plus b equals c. I've got x plus 4y is equal to 12. All right, now that one was going from slope intercept to standard. Now we're going to go from standard to slope intercept. So it says write the equation 2x plus 3y equal 9 in slope intercept form. Okay, so that looks like this, y equals mx plus b. And we want to get the y by itself. And right now it's not. We've got 2x plus 3y. We want to move this 2x over here to the other side. So we're going to swing the 2x over here. That's what we want to do, move it over here. So we got to do opposite operation. So we're going to subtract 2x on both sides. Okay. Now, once we do that, uh, the 2x's will cancel out right here. Okay. And that's going to leave us with 3y's equal to negative 2x plus 9. So we almost there. We almost got it saying y equals mx plus b. So our next step is to divide by 3 all the way across. All right, and that's going to get us y. The 3's will cancel out there. That's going to get us y is equal to negative 2 over 3x plus 3. All right, so the negative 2 divided by 3 is negative 2 over 3x. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, and again, that was literal equations working the same inverse operation to solve for whatever it is that we want to solve for. Again, I want to thank you for checking out A1 Math and have a nice day.